Are you considering buying a home in Las Vegas? One important factor to take into account is the Homeowners Association fees, also known as HOA fees. These fees can vary significantly based on the neighborhoods and the amenities offered. Before making a purchase, it's crucial to understand what these Homeowners Association fees cover and how this will impact your budget. An HOA is an organization for a subdivision, a planned community, or a condominium building to make and enforce rules for its properties and its residents. If you purchase a home within an HOA jurisdiction, you automatically become a member and you're required to pay the dues, known as the HOA fees. Now, let's talk about what the HOA typically covers. One of the main roles of an HOA is to maintain the common areas. This includes things like the community pool, the community fitness center, maybe a clubhouse, and also the landscaping within the common area. The goal is to ensure that the neighborhood maintains a certain standard and is aesthetically pleasing. HOA also enforces community rules, and HOA's governing documents are usually in the form of a declaration of covenants, conditions, and restrictions, also known as CC&Rs and bylaws. The CC&Rs sets out the rule for the HOA community. They describe the requirements and the limitations of what you can do with your property. These can range from regulations on your exterior home finish modifications and restrictions on noise level and parking. For example, if you wish to paint the exterior finish of your home a certain color, you have to go through the HOA approval process. If you're interested in making modifications to the front, the side, and backyard, you need to get the HOA's approval. But it's not just about the rules and maintenance. HOAs often provide services to enhance your living experiences. This might include trash removal, security services, and even community events like block parties and holiday events. These services can add a lot of value and services to your daily life. Another important aspect of the HOA is the financial management of the community. HOA collects fees from the homeowners to fund their activities. It's essential to review the HOA's financial health with your buyer's agent before purchasing a home in that particular community. You want to ensure that the HOA has adequate reserves for future repairs and maintenance. What does the HOA fees cover? Let me give you some examples of what these HOA fees may cover. If your home is located in a master plan community, such as Summerlin, Southern Highlands, Inspirata, or Cadence, you have one HOA fee. If your home is located within a master plan community and a sub-community, you have two HOA fees. Let me give you an example. The Southern Highlands Master Plan Community HOA is $72 per month. And these are the list of services that's included within the HOA fees. CC&Rs, landscape maintenance, 24/7 roaming security, 7 parks and recreational areas including splash pads, dog parks, trails, and playgrounds. Community events like weekly farmers market, Memorial Day festival with food trucks, games, and fireworks, and movie nights in the park. As I shared with you before, I have lived in the master plan community of Southern Highlands for the last 15 years, and I absolutely love all the community events that Southern Highlands HOA plans for us. It really builds a sense of community, and I love it when I could take my children to these events and mingle and network with all the other Southern Highlands moms and dads. I also love it that my puppy, Roxy, has 7 parks to choose from for her daily walks. I think when you have a pet, like a dog, it's really important to know the closest and the availability of the parks nearby. Don't you think? Now, let's say you live within the Southern Highlands Master Plan community, but you also live in a sub-community, such as the Southern Highlands Golf Club. In that case, you have 2 HOA fees. The HOA fee for the sub-community of the Southern Highlands Golf Club is $505 per month. And for $505 per month, you have the following amenities included: CC&Rs, guard gate, clubhouse, country club, basketball courts, barbecue area, fitness center, parks, playgrounds, tennis courts, pool, spa, and golf. Now, please note that there's additional fees in order to enjoy all these amenities at the Southern Highlands Golf Club. There's actually a social membership and a golf membership, and if you're interested in learning more, you know what to do. Just as another comparison, let's take a look at another sub-community within Southern Highlands Master Plan community, the Cove. The Cove is located on the southernmost part of Southern Highlands, and their HOA fee is $82 per month. For $82 per month, The residents of the Cove gets the following amenities: CCNRs, gated, community pool, community park, and playground. Did you know that in Southern Highlands, there's only 2 sub-communities that offers a community pool? Yes, that's the Southern Highlands Golf Club and the Cove community. Stay tuned because I have a fantastic listing at the Cove coming soon. By the way, if we haven't met yet, konnichiwa, my name is Kaori Nagao, your global real estate advisor, helping you find your new home. Whether it's a home in Las Vegas or Henderson, Nevada, where I reside, or anywhere in the world, I'll be more than happy to help you. Remember, I could connect you to one of my Sotheby's referral partners anywhere in the globe. Thank you so much for watching, and let's keep going. Let me give you an example, this time for a high-rise. The Martin, right adjacent to the Strip, where I currently have a listing for $680,000. This particular listing is absolutely amazing. It features a living space of 1,432 square feet. It's 2 bedrooms and comes with a den, and it looks out to the north side of the Strip. So from your living space, you can see views of the Bellagio, Caesar's Palace, and even the beautiful mountain vistas. It's located on the 11th floor, and the HOA fee is, drumroll, $921 per month. Wait, what? You heard me right, and here's why. When you live in a luxurious condo like the Martin, you get a lot of amenities as if you were living in a luxurious hotel. Here are the following amenities: CCNRs, pool, spa, barbecue, cabanas, business center, 24/7 front desk, 24/7 security, concierge services, fitness center, library with coffee and tea station, valet, and even my favorite chauffeur service. Did you know that on the weekends, you have an ability to call chauffeur services so that you could get pickup from the airport or go visit your favorite location on the Strip for a dining and a nightclub experience? This is a wonderful amenity to have, don't you think? I personally love the Martin and all the amenities that are offered there. And if I didn't have a family, I would consider living in this particular high-rise. What are some silly HOA rules and restrictions that I have seen or heard of? Just as some examples, here are 3 silly HOA rules and restrictions that I have experienced with my buyers. Number 1, you can only have 2 plants in front of your home and no more than that. So if you have 3 plants or 3 shrubs, you actually get a letter and a warning and a potential fine. Number 2, you can only have certain types of plants allowed in your front and backyard. Number 3, you can't paint your exterior walls of your home any lighter or any darker than this particular shade of white. Now, when it comes to the exterior finish of the home, HOA usually has like a range of color schemes that are acceptable, and if you're slightly lighter or slightly darker, they will not allow that particular paint color. The list goes on, and again, don't forget that if you're living in an HOA community, you need to go through an approval process when it comes to any modifications, whether it's your exterior finish of your home, any structural that's going to be added, or your front, the side, and the backyard landscaping. The HOA review process, when you submit the renderings of what kind of modifications you want to do, may take up to 2 weeks, a month, or even several months. So make sure you plan ahead. It's really important for you to review the CCNRs with your buyer's agent to make sure that all these rules and restrictions are acceptable for your lifestyle and your family needs. Pro tip: remember, you have 5 days to review and accept all the terms in the CCNRs, and in the event you are unhappy with any of them, you have the ability to cancel the purchase agreement and get your earnest money deposit back. What happens when you don't upkeep and maintain with these rules and regulations for your HOA community? Let's say your HOA doesn't allow overnight street parking on the sidewalk or in a particular cul-de-sac, and you had some friends over for your birthday and you absolutely forgot about it. Now what happened? Well, you might get a sticky note on the car window with a warning, then you might get a letter from the HOA, then it goes on to fines. Same thing for leaving your trash bins out for more than 24 hours after the pickup. Let's say your trash is picked up every Tuesday morning, and let's say you have till Wednesday morning to remove your trash bins back into your home. Let's say you had a work travel plan and you forgot about moving the trash cans inside. And let's say you've left those trash bins for over that 24-hour period. Let's say it was 2 days. Then what happens? Well, the HOA is going to send you a letter with a photo of your trash bins being left outside past that required timeline, and then the letters will escalate into fines. Now, recently, I had a client that had received a fine of $100 because he had left the trash bins over the allocated timeline. Now, it's time for a pop quiz. I know you've been waiting for this. The first person to answer correctly will get a shout out on my next YouTube short. Let's go. What are the community amenities you could expect when living in the Southern Highlands Golf Club community? A, guard gate and gated communities. B, spa and fitness center. C, golf, tennis and basketball. And D, all of the above. How does HOA impact your monthly budget? This is important, you guys, because you need to understand how the HOA fees are going to affect your monthly budget. The HOA fees are an added expense on top of your monthly mortgage fee, your property taxes, insurance, and any additional home expenses that you may incur. This can be significant, especially if you live in a HOA fee community where the fees are extremely high. Here are some things to consider. The amount of fees. HOA fees can vary depending on the community and the amenities that are offered. Some might be less than $100 per month, and others could be close to $1,000 a month or more. Your overall income. If you have a tight budget, even a small HOA fee, maybe less than $50, can make a difference. Other housing costs. Factor in your monthly mortgage payment, as well as taxes, insurance, and other expenses so that you know how much you're comfortable in affording per month. Before buying a home in an HOA community, it is crucial to go over these items with your buyer's agent. Research the HOA fees. Ask your buyer's agent to reach out to the HOA to understand what the current fees are, how often these fees increase, if any, and what the future fees would look like. Make sure you're comfortable with what that HOA fees are. Review the HOA CC&Rs. These documents may be lengthy, but it goes over all the rules and regulations on that particular HOA community. Just to give you an example, I just went over CC&Rs for a brand new community in Summerlin, and during that time, my buyer and I discovered that in the event my buyer wanted to finish his backyard with a pool and a spa, the HOA requires a $2,000 deposit that will be returned after the completion of the project. But remember, that $2,000 could be 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, depending on what kind of finishes you're doing to the backyard. Factor HOA fees into your budget. Make sure you and your family are comfortable with that monthly HOA fees and that you're not stretching yourself too thin. These amenities could be great, but if the HOA fees are too high for you and your family's needs, you may want to reconsider in purchasing that particular home in that HOA community. HOA fees could be a significant expense, so make sure you review those fees, understand all those rules and restrictions, and make sure you're comfortable with them. By doing your research and making informed decisions, you're choosing the right community that fits your needs and also your financial situation. For more videos about new construction homes, make sure you check out one of the videos surrounding me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for finding me. It would make me really happy if you could smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're made aware of my weekly content. Thank you so much. I love hearing with you, so keep engaging, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one.